are welcome on board this flight to everything about Windows. For those that have traveled to Windows before, you may have one or two commands to learn. If you are new to the city of Windows, you may need to repeat this journey in order to master the commands. I wish you a safe trip.
You're all welcome on board this flight. Now, what's an operating system? The operating system, the short form of it is OS. It's a software that manages the operations and resources of the computer as the user interacts with the hardware. Okay? As you use the hardware, okay, whatever you can touch is what we call the hardware. Okay? Now, the operating system performs common tasks such as process management, memory management, input/output operations, file management, and the control of peripheral devices like printers, scanners, projectors, and even your phone. Okay, so the operating system is very, very important. Without the operating system, the computer will not work. Now, let's look at what happens to your system. When I say system, I'm talking about the desktop or the laptop. Now, here comes your system. The first thing is to put it on, and I start up. That is it. Once you get close to the hardware, what you will normally do is to put it on. You come here and you press the power button. Okay. After that, you click the login screen. It boosts in. It gets to the point where it's expecting you to put in your username and password, your password. It's expecting your password here. If there's no password on the computer, it boosts it completely. And once you get here and you enter the password, then it comes to this point, step 3, okay? It locks you into the system completely. And this is your desktop. Okay, this is your desktop, which is this. This is your desktop. Typically your desktop. You have icons on the surface. And what's an icon? An icon is a picture representing an application that has been installed in the system. Okay, it's an icon telling us this Adobe Reader 11. Okay, this AutoCAD, this your Google Chrome browser, and so on. So the bottommost part here, this is the taskbar. Okay, the taskbar. When you have it filled up like that, it goes up here so that you can accommodate more icons. Any icon that is here, you click on it once to run it. For example, I want to run the browser, I'll just click on it once. Once, you don't click on it twice. That's your Google browser for you. I'll close it. So you scroll, that's it. This is how to scroll the icons that are on your taskbar. Good. Now, after pressing the power button to put it on, it gets to the login screen. At the login screen, if there's no password, it goes straight. It boots up completely to this point. And meanwhile, what is it that is carrying out the boot up? Okay, the boot up is being carried out by the operating system. Okay, starting from when you press the button, okay, so when you get into the system, what is actually working is the operating system. It loads in the files you're going to use for all your tasks you're carrying on in the system. Let's go back. Good. Now, the computer and the OS. You get here. This is the operating system. This is a flow chart describing the operating system. This is the user. Okay. You issue your command to the application, takes it to the operating system. The operating system interprets it and takes it to the hardware, which is what you can touch. At the end, after processing, it goes back to the operating system. It feeds it back to the application, and the user sees it, either by way of the monitor. Okay, you see by the way of the monitor, or maybe a job is being sent to the printer will respond. So you can see this flow chart. You see the flow chart from the user to the application. Okay, this application may be your Microsoft Word using typing. Okay, your drawing software, your graphics drawing software. Okay, and so many other things. So many applications. Okay, in the computer, you have two categories of software. You have the system software and the application software. So the operating system is the system software, while the application software is every other software that you use. We'll get to that one later, okay? Now, let's talk about the functions of the operating system, OS functions. Good. The first function here is process management. Process management, you can see that. A process is actually an application that is running. You have this scheduler, process creation. Once you start the application, it starts, then it schedules it, okay, before the processor. So probably there have been other applications that were running before. The operating system will schedule the one you have just started. Then after that, once it's the turn of that application, it's executed. And once you finish your execution, it kills the process. Okay, kills the process, and that's when you click on the button to close that application. So, and that's what we call process management by the operating system. You have file management, the work of the operating system. Okay, these are your files in your computer. These are your folders. These are your files. It is the operating system that manages them. Next, you have memory management. Okay, in your system, this is the hardware. Okay, this is for desktop. This is for laptop. Okay. The memory in your system, you have the main memory and you have the secondary memory. It is the operating system that manages all of them. You have input-output device management and also devices connected to the computer. Here, this is the input-output management. Okay, you can see this. This is rest of this is the operating system. This is the I/O manager. Okay. It's interface, okay, interface with the keyboard. You can see keyboard device driver, graphics card driver. So it is the work of the operating system to actually manage all of them, okay. Then also it manages the external hardware. This is the external hardware that are connected to your system. Network management. When you have your computer connected to the internet or connected to another computer, it is through via network, okay? To the internet is mostly wireless network, okay? And if it is within the same room, it is what? Local network, LAN, LAN, local area network. So it is the operating system that manages all the connections between your computer, okay, and the ones within and the ones without. The ones without are those on the internet. It is the work of the operating system, okay, to manage both local network and what? Wireless network. Security management. When you log into your system, okay, when you boot up the system, it asks you to type in your password. It is the operating system that stores the password you have created before, okay, that is going to match with what you are going to enter into that field. So these are the things, these are all the duties or the functions of the operating system. Application software. As you use your system, you need all this basic software, okay? You have Office Suite, you have all this, okay? The MS Word, the Microsoft Word, your Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Publish, and so on. Now, when you say Microsoft Office, it is actually a family name for Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other software, okay? So don't tell somebody you can use Microsoft Office, can use Microsoft Word, and so on, okay? That's tautology. It means you don't know the software actually. You have a graphic software, you can have a video software, okay? You have animation software, you have database software, you have programming software. These are different types of software that can be installed on your operating system. And it is the operating system that manages how all these ones function with your computer system, okay? The operating system is the intermediary, is the middleman, okay, between all these software packages and your hardware. Anytime you want to issue a command, okay, to this software, it is the operating system that interprets the command to all these software packages. Let's go back. Here, let's look at file extension. Now, what is file extension? It is the 3 or 4 letters, okay, that appear after the dot in the file name. For example, this is JPG, so the file extension is JPG. Okay, this is an image. Okay, this is PSD, this is Photoshop, this is MP4, this is a video file, this PNG, this is a picture as well. Okay, when you save your pictures, it's better you use either the JPG or the PNG format. Okay, the file extension tells you whether the file is an image like this JPG, this image, this is PNG, this is an image. Okay, if it's a video, this MP4. Okay, this PDF, you know PDF, Acrobat Reader file. So that is what the file extension tells you. This is HTML, this is a web page. Okay, this is a web page, HTML, or it could be HTML. Now, the file extension is actually added by the operating system, so you don't need to add it. All you just need is type the name of the file, and the operating system adds the file extension by itself. For example, you want to save a Word file, you just say, okay, my file. You just click on save. It will appear at the end as my file .docx. Okay. Okay. For example, let me show you. Let me bring it up. Let me open Windows Explorer. You can see this now. For example, this is Windows Explorer. Click on View. If you want to see it, you click on this file name extension. Check on it. That's already checked. You come down, you see that your files, you now see their file extension. You can see this .mp4. Okay, so this is a video file. Okay, .mp4, this is a video file. Okay, just like that. Let me go into my documents folder. These documents. Okay, you can see them. This is .docx. You can as well check on the file property. Right click on it. You click on properties. Okay, you see it there. Look at this type of file .docx, Microsoft Word file. You can see that at times when you get some files from the internet, you right click on it and check the property. You will see your computer cannot get the file with which to open it as the application that you can use to open that type of file. If it's not installed on your system, then you need to install it. Okay, but there are some cases where they are harmful applications. If the file extension is not that of Microsoft Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, or Notepad, then you know it's a malicious file. Okay, so you don't open it. Don't open it. Maybe a virus. Let me cancel this. Then another thing I would want you to know here is how to open files, default files. For example, if I open my downloads folder here, look at this file. You can see this file. Look at this file. We are women of faith. Okay, this is a video file. You can see it, MP4. All right, click on it. Check the properties. Properties. You can see MP4. So it's a video file. You want to make sure you open it with VLC player. So what you do, if I click on it now, if I want to open it, I just click on it once because I've configured my mouse for that. You can see this is a video file. It's already playing with what? Windows Media Player. Let me close it. Now, if I want it to be played with VLC player, I will right click on it. Then you click on open with. Can you see that? Then you go down, don't choose anyone here, choose the last option, choose another app. When you get here, you scroll, this is the VLC player, you select it, then you make sure you check this checkbox, check on it. You have always use this app to open MP4 files. So you check on it before you say OK. Once you do that, it will change all the icons or similar files, okay, to that VLC player. You can see it. You can see that's it. That's it. So it's already playing it with VLC player. That's it. That's it. Let me close it. Now at times, look at these files. If I open this file now, you can see it's opening with the browser. This Microsoft Edge browser. Okay? That's Microsoft Edge browser. This is what it has used to open it. I don't want it to use any other software apart from PDF reader. So you go there, you right click on it, you go to open with, like that, and you go down, the last option, choose another app, this is it, Adobe Reader, okay, then you check on this, always use this, and you say okay. Immediately, all the icons will change to that of Adobe Reader. So when you open them next time, they will be opened with what? With the Acrobat Reader. That's one thing about file extension. So let's look at some file extensions. You have, for example, this Microsoft Word. This Microsoft Word, the file extension is .docx. Okay, that's .x. For Microsoft Excel, the file extension is .xlsx. Okay, that's the file extension. Then for PowerPoint, it's .pptx. And for Notepad, okay, which is a text file, is .txt. Okay, so these are the file extensions. When you see a file with the extension, you should be able to identify the type of file it is. The next thing we're going to talk about is MS-DOS. MS-DOS is Microsoft Disk Operating System. Now here, I've done a video on it. So you just go to this link, okay, is it HTTPS, this. You can pause the video, copy out the URL here, okay, copy out the address, and paste it on your browser to view that video. For us to watch it, if I just click now, it will take us there. This is the video on MS-DOS. You may go there and watch it. That's the address. So let me close it.
Yeah, I want to welcome
MS-DOS commands. You should know. Okay, this is the name of the video.
MS-DOS commands.
Good. Let's go back. So that's MS-DOS. The next thing we're going to look at here is Windows Explorer. Okay, Windows Explorer. Good. Windows Explorer. We're going to talk about user profile, creating users, my documents, and so on. User profile. What's user profile? It is a path of the folders, okay, that the operating system creates for you, okay, as you create a user in the computer. Once you create any user, there is a line of folders, a line of directories, okay, that is being created for you, like your documents, your videos, your pictures, and everything. So let's go there. Let's see. This is our desktop, okay. We go to Drive C, Windows E. Windows E. This is my Drive C, okay. This is Drive C. Then from there you go to Users. Users. From there, this is my name. That is the username that was created on this system is a folder, and that is your profile. If you have 2 or more people, you have all the names, okay, of the users on this computer. They will be here. Once you go to Drive C, click on Users, click on the username here. You can see that. Then this document, this is all your documents. My documents, okay, this is my folder. You can see that. These are videos, these are pictures, and so on. So click on Documents. If you want to download something, they'll all go into this Downloads folder. So to get to Downloads folder, you go to your profile and click on Downloads. All the things you've downloaded will be coming here. Though you can as well direct your download to other folders, but by default they come into Download folder. So let's go back. You can press the backspace key on your keyboard. That's it. So these documents, that's it. So this is my Documents folder. I advise you save all your files inside this Documents folder. Okay, save all your files in this Documents folder. You can see this temp. If I click on it now, you can see that these are the files in it. That folder I've opened, this is it. You can see temp. It's actually from my Documents folder. Then from your Documents folder, you now create a shortcut to your desktop here. So that anytime you want to save anything on your desktop, you don't just litter your desktop with all files of all sorts, okay? You just create one folder in your Documents folder, create a shortcut to the desktop, and whenever you want to save anything to your desktop, you just open that and copy it and paste it there. See, everything I do that is temporal, I put them inside the temp folder. And the temp folder is actually inside the Documents folder. You can see that. Okay, so let's go ahead. So that's how to talk about the user profile. That's user profile. If you want to get anything that is related to a user, some people may be working, okay, you may be working on the system, okay, and you save something. Probably you are not the person that logged in. Another person will log in and you come, you say, where is the file I saved in this place? I couldn't find it anymore. Where's the file I saved the other time? I couldn't find it anymore. It's possible that you are in another person's profile. So this PC, you go to local drive C, you go to users, okay, then from here you can go to the profile of that particular user. So let me close this window, Alt F4, Alt and F4. The next thing we're going to do is to talk about creating users. Creating users, okay? So create users. After user profile, talk of creating users. How do you create a user? You just come here. This is my Windows Explorer. Okay. You right click on this PC. You click on manage. That's it. Then here you go to local users and groups. You can just expand that tree. Click on users. Okay. You just right click and say new user. Good. You put the name there. What do I call you now? Let me just call it. Let me just say user. Okay. The full name. Those ones they are not compulsory. Then the password. You can put the password here. You can also watch another of my videos that's talking about how to create a strong password. It's very, very necessary, please. Very necessary. Somebody cannot just guess your password, okay? How to create a strong password. Let me check for it. For you to get that video, you can just go to your browser here, okay, and type youtube.com, okay? You can see that youtube.com/@teachwithcomputer. That's my channel address. Press enter, okay? You can see that youtube.com/@teachwithcomputer. Press enter. This is my channel address, okay? So from here, once you are here, you can scroll down and you'll see it there. This is it. This is the video. Let me click on it. This is how to create
This video,
a strong,
if your
create a very strong
password is
password.
name,
You may pause this video and just take this address. This is the address, okay? And before we continue, I want you to subscribe to my channel. Just click on this button here, okay? And you get subscribed. There are a lot of things you're going to learn on this my channel, okay? Just subscribe to the channel. Let me give you some time now to do that. Okay, let's continue. The next we're going to do, we've talked about how to create a user, okay? We're still creating user. Yeah, we're here. Okay. Now, after that, after creating the password, you just click on create. If you don't want a password, if you click on create, it will as well go, okay? So I don't want to create it like this for teaching purpose. Just enter your password there, repeat it here, and click on create. You see, it's gone. You close. That is the user, okay? And another thing, this is called a standard user. Standard user. If you want this user to have administrative rights, you right click on it, okay? You click on properties. Make sure you are the administrator that is logged in already. You go to member of, okay, these users. You go to add. You click on advanced, okay. You click on find. This is it. You can see here. These administrators. Click on this, okay, and you click on OK. You can see it. Other stroke administrators. Click on OK. Okay. So with this, apply and say OK. With this user has administrative rights because there are some things you cannot do as a user only. Click on OK, and that's it. Okay. So this is how to create a user in Windows. After that, let's look at My Documents folder. We have talked about how to create a new user using the operating system, Windows. Okay, let's look at My Documents, okay? Now, My Documents folder is where you'll be saving all your documents. All your files should be in My Documents folder, or rather, you just say Documents folder. You just open that by pressing your Windows E key, okay? Windows E, and that's it. Documents. That's the documents. Open this. That is it. So these are your files. They're your files. They're your files. You see the folders first, and so on. So after Documents folder, let's look at folder view options. Folder view options. You can see currently you just right click, okay, right click on the free space here, click on view. Okay, you can see these extra large icons. Extra large icons, you can see them. You can see extra large icons. You can see, click on this free space there, view large icons. You can see them. Especially if you want to view pictures, you want to see them at a glance, you can take them to large icon size, okay? Go back now. When you have view, okay, the one I use two of them mostly. I use list and details. When you click on list, that's list. You can see them. This is a list. Okay, this is a list. You see all of them. Okay, these are the folders first. After that, then next, another one you want to do, if you want to sort your folders, you want to sort your files, you go to the view, and you say details. View details. when you click on details, you'll be able to see the file size and some other things, okay? That's details. Can you see that now? See, that's details. For example, you want to look at the date it was created. After putting it in details view, you can now go to file, okay? Then sort by date created, okay? Date created. This is date modified. You can come to more here, click on more, okay? Then you look for date created. Fetch that. Date created. Very important. Then click on OK. At times you must have created 2 files and you don't know which of them is more recent, okay? You sort it by the date created. So you click on OK. You can see that now. You can see that. So you see, if you check the date, this date modified. If you scroll, this date created. You click and drag it like that. You can see. Yes, release it. So this date created. You can now come here, open up, and you see that it is in the order of the date, okay, of creation. You can see that. So it's very, very important. This date created, okay, this date modified. But you need this date created. But you want to look for the more recent file of 2 files, okay. That's it. That's folder options. Then that's folder view options. Talked about list, details, and so on. The next thing we're going to look at is sorting files. Yes, that's what we've just done. Sorting files, we've sorted them. You can sort by type, sort by date created, that's what we've just done, okay? You can also sort by type, file type. So all the folders will come first. Then you now have the different types of files being what? Grouped together, okay? That's it. They'll be together. Can you see these Word files? These are just like that. Then another time, you can also sort by size, by file size, okay? This size, you can see by file size. By then, what you do is to bring the size there too. This is the size. Take it close so that you can see the file sizes. You can use to monitor to know the size of the files you have created. You can see that. You can see this 1 kilobyte. You can see how it's increasing upwards. Okay, so this to sort by file size. And the next thing we talk about is desktop. This is your desktop. Okay, your desktop is made up of icons. Okay, you have icons sitting on your desktop. Okay, this is your desktop. Then you have this is where you have the icons of running applications and so on. If you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, they are running. You see, there's like a green line underneath. It means they are already running. Okay, that's it. That's your desktop. Okay, that's it. Yeah, you click on this. If you come here, this is the date. You right click on it. You can adjust date and time here. Okay, it's not difficult. Just click on it. There is it. Adjust date and time. Set time automatically. This one, you want the internet to control your time for you. But if you want to set it, you click on this. Disable it first. You go to change. Set the time and date manually. Click on this. Okay, you correct the date here. Okay, you correct the date here and you click on change. Okay, the mine is correct. So I'll just cancel. That's it. And come here. Set time automatically. I'll leave it. I'm always online, so I prefer it this way. Let us set it with the internet time server. Now, if you want to set your time automatically, make sure that the time zone is set correctly. For example, I'm in Nigeria, so my time zone is West Central Africa. Okay? If you don't know your time zone, just go to Google, enter your country, and ask what time zone is. You put in your country name, and you get the time zone. From here, you'll be able to set it so that it's not going to be giving you a wrong time. Okay? Your time zone must correspond with your country. Okay, so let's leave that. Let's continue. Next is recycle bin. This is your recycle bin. When you delete anything in the system, it goes into a recycle bin. This is my recycle bin here. Okay, when you delete anything, it goes there. And once you want to return it, you want to take it back. I've clicked on it already. Okay, so if you feel you've deleted something in error, you can just right click on it like this. You just right click on it and click on restore. It will take it back to where it was deleted from. Okay, that's recycle bin for you. Now, if you don't have recycle bin on your desktop, you just right click on the desktop, select personalize, then you go to themes here, themes. Okay, then scroll down. Okay, you look for desktop icon settings here, click on it. That's it. So you make sure this one is checked. Okay, check on the recycle bin option here, click on OK. Let's go back. You have control panel. Control panel. Okay. In control panel, we talk about the system, WinPOS. So if you want to know the configuration of your system, okay, you see it in system here. But this is the shortcut key, WinPOS. But first of all, let's go to control panel. You just click here, okay, and you type control. You can see it's already there, control panel, okay. Click on it. This is your control panel. Your control panel. It looks small icons. Let's say large icons. Good. So this is your control panel. It's very, very important, okay? Control panel does it. You can see it. This is what you call this your mouse and so on. But what I don't want to show you is system. You can see system, this system. Click on system, you will know it will give you the configuration, the information about your computer. Okay, this is the device name, this is the processor, you can see that's the processor, this is the installed RAM, okay, and so on. So that's how to know the configuration of your system. Okay, when you buy a computer, you are not just buying the hardware, you are buying the configuration, and that's what matters more. That's what you are paying for. All of them, they have the same size, but what you are buying is actually the configuration. Okay, so you use system to get the configuration of your computer. Another important point you need to know about your computer is the hard disk size. Let's go to Windows Explorer. Just press Windows E. While you are there, just scroll down, click on this PC. This is it. So this is your hard disk size. Okay, this is 237 gigabytes. This is actually 250 gig. Okay, it will not be up to what they are calling it. It's not exact figure. Okay, it's always a decrease. So you have different hard disk sizes. You have 250 gig, you have 320 gig, you have 500 gig, you have 1 terabyte, you have 2 terabytes, and so on. So this is what you need to know. This is white tube. These are external hard disks that I've plugged to my system. Okay, this white tube, this CCS card, these are external. Okay, when you have an external hard disk, it will appear here as well. So you should know the configuration of your system. Now the configuration is comprised of 1, the hard disk size, okay, with the amount of space, okay, your computer can contain. 2, the processor speed, okay, either Core i3, Core i5, Core i7, and so on, and the memory. Those are the 3 things that determine the configuration of your system, okay. The hard disk size, the processor speed, and the memory. That is what you're actually buying. That's what determines the size of the data your computer can carry, and also the speed with which you can carry out computations. So when I said the shortcut key is Windows pause. You press Win pause. Pause on your keyboard. Win pause. That is it. Okay, let me close it. Alt F4. Good. After that, we'll talk about date and time. I've just explained that now. The next thing is mouse pointer size. Mouse pointer size. Let's look at the mouse pointer size. How do you adjust it? Okay, you just right click on your desktop, empty desktop here, and you click on personalize. Then you click here and you type mouse pointer. Okay, you can see this, change mouse pointer size. You click on it, then you come here. You see I've already set mine. This is the default. This is the default, so small. So you can just click on it and drag the slider. Okay, normally I use 4. You can use any value you want, but I use 4. So that's it. This is 4. That's it. So that's the size of the mouse pointer. That's it. Let me close it. The next thing we have apps and features. Uninstall programs. Okay, apps and features. All you do, you want to uninstall the program you don't like, you just come here. You must be an administrator. Okay, as we did the other time. That's why when I created the user, okay, I had to add him to the group of administrators. So you right click here, your start button here, and you click on apps and features. Good. Okay, and you scroll down, the application you don't want here, you don't like, you just click on it. Okay, you click on it like this one now. This is called FTP. It's a free software. It's my FTP software. I use in uploading my files to the server. Okay, so you just click on uninstall. Just follow all the prompts that are positive that will lead to removing from the system. That's how to uninstall an application from your system. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to settings. Everything we're talking about here, all we've been talking about is Windows. Everything is Windows. This is ease of access. See this ease of access? Okay. Then ease of access, you just go to this place, you right click on it, okay, click on settings. settings. This is ease of access. This is it. Okay, ease of access. Click on it. That is it. This is where you can adjust the sample size. Mine is 130. Okay, this is default. Okay, you click on apply. The mine is 130. You drag it to 130. That's it. Okay, good. You click on apply, and it increases the size for you. Also, you can as well come here, open here. The default is 100%. As I'm doing this recording, I put it at 125 so that the size is big enough. Okay, it makes it more legible. Let me close this. That's ease of access. Also, in this ease of access, you can see text color. There's the mouse pointer we did the other time. Okay, you can as well do it here. Just you type here, type in mouse pointer. In this case, this you just type text size. Okay, text size. Okay, see it. Make text size bigger. You now click on that, it brings you here. Okay, let me close this. Good. The next thing is network and internet, Wi-Fi, hotspot, network adapter, and so on. So for that, once you open Windows E, Windows Explorer, okay, you scroll down, you will see network here. You right click on it and choose properties. Yes. Can you see that? Then you come here. This is change adapter options. Click on that. See? So these are the things you use in connecting to other computers. This is Bluetooth. This is Ethernet. This is for local area network. If you want to connect this computer to another computer, this sign, this cross sign should not be there. Okay? Like this, I disable this Wi-Fi, this Wi-Fi. So if your computer is not browsing, it's not connected to wireless network, it means it doesn't have any of these two. There must be a wireless card. Okay, there must be a wireless card. This is 1, this is 2. I have 2 here on this my system. That's why you're saying Wi-Fi 2, Wi-Fi ordinary. Okay, this is the network adapter. Okay, it's a hardware. It must be on your system. If this one is not there, you cannot connect to another computer by way of wire. Okay, but with this one, these two, we can connect wirelessly. Okay, so that is network for you. Then let's talk of something else like that hotspot. Let me right click on this. Okay. Open network and internet settings. Good. So this is the Wi-Fi. Okay. If I come down now, can you see this mobile hotspot? Mobile hotspot. This is where you enable this. Okay. If you enable this, it means that other computers can connect to the wireless network of this your system. You are connected to another computer wirelessly. Okay. You want another computer to tap the same connection from you. Then you can see it, share my internet connection with other devices. You put it on. That's it. If you scroll down now, you can see this network name. So it's going to show this person's name. Now this is the password with which the person will connect. If you want to change it, just click on edit. Okay. And you just put in your password here. Click on save. And that's it. So you need to put on your mobile hotspot. Okay. That's mobile hotspot. It needs to be on. Then secondly, they should know the name of the computer. Mine is Dr. Ada. Then this is the password. With this, you can connect another computer or another phone to the internet that is on this system. Okay, that's it. This is airplane mode if you want to cut it off. And this Ethernet, this Ethernet, this for the wired network Ethernet. Okay, so that's that. Yes, we've talked about number 2. We've talked about network adapter. Talked about hotspot. Then for Wi-Fi, if you want to connect to another system, then your Wi-Fi should be on. We've talked about hotspot now. That means another computer connected to me. Another computer connecting to me, where Wi-Fi is for me to connect to another computer. And this is this. That is this one. This. If I click on this, it will be off. Okay, that's off. So my Wi-Fi is on. It's off. If I click on it again, it will come on. So this is for me to connect to an internet connection, while the hotspot is for another computer to connect to my own internet connection. The next thing I want to look at here is necessary applications for your system. Let's click on that. Good. For a typical Windows system, you need all these basic applications installed on it. This Microsoft Office, you have Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you have OneNote here. Okay, this OneNote is for writing, for lecturers and teachers. Okay, you can use this in conjunction with your graphics pen tablet, and you can write on the screen. And number 2, Adobe Acrobat Reader for reading PDF files. Okay, this is the most popular file type, okay, in the whole world. It can go through. It is compatible with almost all operating systems. That's why you see that if someone wants to send you a file, instead of asking the parent to send it to you through maybe Microsoft Word, okay, you better tell him to send it through PDF, okay, PDF, because PDF is recognized by almost all the operating systems. Then next you have the VLC player to play all types of videos as well. The VLC player, at least, is the most versatile video player I've ever known. Can play all types of files, so you need it in your system. Then you have Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox browser, okay, or any other type of internet browser that you use. It has to be in your system. Then lastly, you have the antivirus. Your system should have an antivirus, okay, so that you don't encounter data loss or any harm to your system, especially as you browse the internet. Okay, so these are the basic software you need to install on your computer. Let's go back. After that, let's look at number 11, services. Services. We talk about Windows updates. You will notice there are times when your computer boots up, it takes some time. It will tell you Windows is updating. Do not turn off the computer. Okay. At times when you're shutting down, you see the same message, but I prefer stopping it. So you just click here, you type services, and you press enter. Good, this is it. So you scroll down to Windows updates. There is it. Windows update. You double click on it. This is it. Windows update. Good. This is it. See, it's disabled. I've done it before. Okay. You disable it so that it shouldn't carry out update at all. But there are times you want to install some hardware. It will tell you that Windows update is required. In such a situation, you come back and open it, okay, and click on maybe manual, okay, manual, and you say apply, so that you can carry out the Windows update. At the end, you come back, you open it, and disable it, okay, disable, you say apply, you say okay. At times when you need to install WhatsApp, it will tell you that you need to update your operating system. So you come here, you make sure that you carry out Windows update. By doing that, you initiate the Windows update by yourself. You click here and you click on Windows update. You type Windows update. Windows update. That's it. You click on it there. That's it. Yes. So this Windows update. You can see it's a view configure update. Some settings are managed by your. So you just click on check for updates here. Click on this and it will start downloading the updates for you. After downloading them, it will install them at the same time. So after carrying out Windows update, you are allowed to carry out some installation of some software packages. So let's leave here. So we've treated, let me close this. I've disabled Windows update. The next thing we're looking at is Windows Defender Firewall. Okay, Windows Defender can disturb at times. You may want to install some things that will be disturbing. So you can, first of all, you can temporarily disable it. So I'll click on the search field here. I'll type Windows Security, okay, settings. Okay, that's it. That's it. Click on that. You come here, is virus and threat protection. Virus and threat protection. You click on it. Now go down. You see manage settings. This is the virus and threat protection settings. You click on manage settings. That's it. Okay. My system here, I have an antivirus already. That's why you're seeing it appearing off. It's off here because it has been suppressed by the antivirus. But if yours doesn't have antivirus, you will see it to be on. It's going to be showing you a blue line with on written by the side. So you just turn it off and it will ask you if you bring the message out, click on yes, and that's all. That's how to turn off Windows Defender. By the time you restart your system the next time, it's going to come on its own. Okay, it automatically enables itself. So that's how to disable Windows Defender. By the time you finish your work, when you restart, it comes on by itself. So let's close this. Alt F4. Okay. So we're through with this. Let's go back after services. You have Task Manager, then Power and Sleep. Task Manager. Okay. When you're working and your system hangs, it's not working anymore, you press on the keys, it hangs, it freezes up. All you do is to press Control Alternate Delete. Control Alternate Delete key on your keyboard. Okay. Then when you get here, you click on Task Manager. Here you will see all the services that are running. Okay? All the service. A service is an application that's running as well. So when you get here, the particular software that is hanging in your system, you will see in front of it, it will tell you not responding. So you right click on that application and click on End Task. But there's none of them hanging our system here. So what we'll do now, I don't want to stop a system here. I want to stop an application. Okay. For example, I have this iPevo. Okay, this iPevo, I want to stop it. This is it. You click on it. Okay. Then you right click and you choose End Task. It's going to shut it down. See, it's gone. Okay. If I come back, if I open my system, for example, you can see this Microsoft Word. You can see it's running. I just typed some things there. Okay. If I want to force shut it down now, it's minimized. Assuming it's actually hanging our system, I'll just come here, see Task Manager, this Microsoft Word here, you can see it. You right click on it and say End Task. Okay, it's closed already. If you come here, you see that your Microsoft Word is no longer running. So that's how to use Task Manager. Then the next thing is to set up how long it takes for the computer to sleep. Okay, set up how long it takes for the computer to sleep. That one, you just click on your set field here. Okay, you type power ampersand, that's shift 7, and sleep. You can see that's it already. Power and sleep settings. Click on it. This is it. So from here, you can adjust how long it takes for your computer to sleep. Okay, to hibernate and so on. You can see on battery, turn off power after 20 minutes. I was the one that configured it this way. Okay, when plugged in, turn off after. I said don't turn it off. Once it's plugged in, don't turn off my system. This is the sleep setting too, so you can set it here. That's how to configure power and sleep. Let's go back. And with this, we have come to the end of this journey.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Please fasten your seatbelts. I hope you enjoyed the flight. You're welcome to Windows. For our first-timers, you may need to repeat this flight in order to master the commands. Thank you.